Hello! Hi to all of you who are currently inside Twitch chat already. Good evening. It's been a while. It is going to be the Pure League, week 5, I believe, for the Prems, and we are going to have the Potatoes facing off against, what's the name of the other team? Evie, please help me out.
Kids News Network Cheeseburger.
Yes.
For simplicity, it's basically Xiao from your favorite team from every season ever.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So we're just gonna call them Xiao.
Pretty more or less, yeah, we're just gonna call them Xiao for now. But yeah, it's gonna be the Prems tonight, Pure League Season 2, Week 5s. We're gonna have the Potato Photos facing off against Xiao. They are gonna be playing 2 maps tonight. It's gonna be Logjam as well as Gully Wash. But it does look like the first map of the night is gonna be Gully Wash, so we've got that to look forward to, definitely. It's been a long time since I've done this, so Evie, please just give me a refresher, a lowdown on these two teams.
Well, I'm pretty sure you have seen Xiao.
Oh yeah.
Alright, it's the same old dominant team that we've all known. And they've been here for a long time and they are still here. But on the other hand, we have something that's not that old, not that new either, but we have the Korean team known as Potato Photo. Well, the thing about Potato is that they were always the same sort of core roster that is just comprised of mainly Koreans, right? And pretty much the best Koreans that their nation has to offer, but they've never really been in the top of Prem or Div 1 for quite a few seasons now, and this is the first time they've had such a dominant performance. Like, this is just honestly so unexpected. We used to see the Korean team always being, well, they're top 3, but then they were just sort of third place, but then not really convincingly third, and they're just this playoff team that you wouldn't really expect them to be so dominant. But now I would say that they're so good that they are able to give Xiao even a fight.
Ooh. And okay, so because we've got a couple of familiar names, of course, that I've seen before, and actually a couple of different names as well. Like they bring back Janice. Apparently, he's on the medic role.
Yeah,
I think that was
that one I'm really excited for. Yeah, so, Janice coming back all the way from Overwatch, from the Washington Justice. Man made it to Overwatch League. That's actually really impressive.
The big boys. But yeah, so just give us a brief overview on the players, on maybe who to look up for this game.
Sure. First off, I'll be going to look at Xiao. Well, looking at the Xiao roster, we have on Scout, we have Aisho and Tommy. And then on the Soldiers, we have 26 and Banana. On Demoman, we have TJ. And the Medic, we have HSR. So just sort of the same old core roster for Xiao. And they are obviously so dominant with this team. They've been playing with each other for so long. They've been playing the game for so long. Especially a few names right here like TJ. And in fact, everyone there. Not anyone in particular. But looking at the opposite team, we're looking at the Potatoes. On Scouts, we have Larky and Baxter. On Soldier, we have Straka and Daylight. On Demoman, we have Harsh. And on Medic, we have Janice. If I made a mistake, sorry, I guess, but that is the roster for Potato. And well, as you said before, I think the most interesting player will be Janice because, well, maybe his Overwatch experience will be able to carry over to TF2. It's just a Winston main.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Who knows? Janice might press Q and pull out a couple of kills for his team. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. The players are all pretty much inside the server already, just doing their pre-game DMs and stuffs and whatnots. And once again, good evening. Welcome to everyone who's just joining us inside Twitch chat. It is gonna be the Pure League Season 2, Week 5. The Potato Photos facing off against Kids News Network. And I'm actually gonna be looking forward to this. It's been a long time.
Are you actually gonna keep calling them Kids News Network?
Oh no, no! I'm just gonna refer to Xiao eventually. But yeah,
I mean, even if you try, you just say Xiao.
I will fail miserably. But yeah, it is Xiao, of course, and and just we all know what to expect from them. They're phenomenal players. And thanks to Lemani in Twitch chat giving that abbreviation. Now I know what it stands for, the Kids News Network. But yeah, it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to. It's been a long time since I've actually watched the Asia TF2 scene, and this is going to be pretty exciting. Watching potentially if not basically the top two contenders for Prem.
Yeah, how much do you miss casting TF2? Give me a scale of 1 to 10.
Probably a solid. I'll give it an 8.792.
Okay, not a 10. That's it. That's it. Solo cast from now on, boys.
Oh no, what do? But yeah, definitely,
I hope
definitely gonna be
live.
an interesting match.
I hope we go live soon. We have all players in the server. Looks like no one is having ping issues, so I don't expect any VPN retries.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will be on a Taiwanese server because the Koreans, and the Southeast Asians, they want to play on some equal ground, so relatively equal, I would say, ping latency-wise. Of course, Banana is going to get some slightly better ping, with him being a bit nearer to where the server is hosted, of course. But apart from that, everyone's got pretty much playable ping. I guess in terms of if you really want to nitpick, it is going to be slightly better for the side of Xiao. But yeah, right now, just waiting for everyone to ready up, and then we can start the game proper. Do you have any predictions on what's going to go down on Gully Wash?
Ooh, I think considering that Gully Wash is a pretty familiar map already, I think the scoreline will be pretty much as vanilla as you can even imagine. It's gonna be, I would say a 5-2, but a 30-minute 5-2. Not like a roll 5-2. It's gonna be a convincing win, but the scoreline will not suggest otherwise.
Cool. Definitely always looking forward to close games coming up when it comes to competitive TF2. The map Gully Wash, of course, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how the teams play. Names like Daylight, I know that name very, very well, and 26 as well. Definitely all these Sollies are constantly flying across the map. So I would like to see how they play on this mid. Potentially going to see some big bombs coming out from both sides. Daylight is a pretty YOLO Solly, so we're just going to have to see what kind of jumps he pulls off and see if he just bombs in constantly, not giving Xiao any breathing room. But of course, 26 is definitely going to do the exact same thing. So it's gonna be interesting. I really don't know what else to say because I really don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, do you remember the same old classic strat that the Koreans like to use involving two soldiers?
Oh yeah, double Solly bomb.
The Korean bomb?
Yes.
Especially on this map. I think I'm gonna predict this. I think that for at least one time we will see both soldiers of the Korean team, Potato, are gonna do that high bomb at Choke, they do that high bomb and then land in the enemy's Choke. I think we're gonna see that once. Just a prediction. But just once.
Just once. I mean, if it works, they're just gonna repeat using that constantly. I don't think I've seen Banana play Solly before, so this is gonna be new for me. I'm generally more used to seeing Banana play as a scout. But you've got Aisho on scout, you've got Tommy on scout, two players that work extremely well together. So I guess putting Banana on Solly is probably gonna be the next best thing.
Yeah, and you know what? Banana is actually a pretty good Solly as well. Not gonna lie. I'm telling you the truth. He's a pretty good soldier. But we've been coming up with a lot of random things to talk about for a long time now, and we're still not going live. So I hope we are going to go live soon. Because as mentioned 10 minutes before, we have all players in the server.
Yeah.
So hope that whatever that's waiting to be solved will get resolved very soon, because otherwise I do not know what we're even waiting for.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't casted TF2 in such a long time, but it's nice to see that some things don't change. Games never start on time, and and then the casters, will just have to talk about stuff in general.
At least they showed up on time.
Oh yeah, they showed up on time. We're not waiting for players to come in. We've got the players in. We're just waiting for them to start, and hopefully they start soon. Ooh, countdown begins. There we go. Probably going to be going live soon.
Yes, we should be going live, and for everyone who just tuned in, this is the Pure League Season 2 Week 5 premiere match between Kidz News Network, otherwise known as Xiao, against Potato Photo. Alex, why don't you bring us through this first mid?
Yeah, and we are going to be going live right as we speak. Gonna see the Solis do the standard roll up and stuff. 26 does bump his head a little bit, grabs the baby health pack before making his way out forward. But by the looks of it, we're gonna see the Potato Photo players. The Devilman reaches roughly about the same time. Solis are gonna be jumping across, dropping down on the floor though. Scout already gonna start getting some capture time up on the point for his team. Gonna see a lot of players really low. Banana gonna be the first, not the first casualty, sorry. Koreans have dropped 2 players, already make that 3 players, and they're just probably going to back up to their second with just Harsh and the medic up. Going to have to rush all the way back to last, while the players for the side of Xiao already decisively capping this mid. Probably going to be an easy second point as well. The Scout is out for even more blood, just chasing them through. Ice Show, 64 health. Still finally going to get punished.
Finally gets cleaned up after being so aggressive. Xiao just putting on that dominant performance all the way from the beginning of the mid, picking up players very early on, and they're trying to keep up the pressure all the way into last, but well, they already did it with Aisho, and seems like they're just gonna be content with this stalemate. But then Aisho looks like he's gonna go sniper, so well, really fast turn of events here. It's barely even just past a minute and we've already been in a stalemate, so looks like we're off to good priorities, going to the best action possible at TF2 as soon as we can. But Aishu won this sniper peeking through main.
Yep, Aishu gonna see if he can grab that headshot. We're gonna see a spy come out for the side of the Koreans as well. Potato Photos, 26 may get caught up, but he's gonna be able to pick up Daylight instead. Spy, of course, gonna slowly make his way across, trying to find his cam. He's currently inside the lower lobby, spots 26, but of course he wants to get that juicy backstab down onto the medic HSR. Just hanging about, potentially gonna get that backstab, running around behind the Demoman. HSR still unaware.
They don't see him.
Whiffs the backstab, grabs the Devilman. Uber is gonna get popped. The sniper has to turn around. Spy is still gonna be alive though, but there's gonna be an Uber trade on this point. The Koreans are gonna be able to hold on to it for now, but I'm actually, no, it doesn't look like Xiao wanna push on with this. With the Spy still surviving, probably gonna swap back off to his main class, and the Xiao player is gonna regroup outside.
That looks like it should have been a round, in fact, for Xiao, but seems like a little bit circumstances not going to their favor. But either way, it comes down to the fact that there is a sniper on Xiao, and they are having to hold second, but even Ubers for both sides. And we've already seen, oh, that was just Banana checking classes, but Aisho is still on sniper, and the difference this time in this last hold is that Baxter is going to be on engineer, so that sentry's gonna be in play, but I don't know if it's gonna do anything against Aisho sniping though.
It's probably just going to be a main distraction for the side of the Koreans, you know, trying to prevent the players of Xiao to just push in too easily. So they got the 7th man up for the team. It's currently level 2, and the players for the side of Aisho just peeking just bravely through the main. Not even going to get spammed out by anyone. The Soli is going to have free reign, tossing out rockets into the face of the sentry gun. Engineers is absolutely demolished. Aisha's going to be able to snipe someone down as well, and that is going to be spelling disaster for the side of Potato Photo. No. They're just gonna walk straight in. Ruber's gonna get popped really early, no, slightly earlier for the side of the Potato Photos. Medic is gonna get left alone for a short moment in time. Has to back out, gonna get tossed up into the air, potentially focused down by so much damage coming up on the side of the Koreans. Full wipe for the side of Xiao, and this is gonna be second point regained into the hands of Potato Photo.
Yet again, we've seen another situation where Xiao basically should have won the round, but this time the mistake that they made was that they just lost so many players. Like Aisha would have picked up the picks, but that soldier just going down for the team, and then everyone else going down. It should have been a round, but just not good enough. Either way, there is a Uber ad for Janice here, so looks Potato might want to push off of this 30% Uber advantage. Xiao is already holding on River. They already anticipate a push coming into their second.
Yep, Xiao already holding really far back. Soli's Stroker going to be jumping up top into the riverside as well. He's going to get pushed away. The Solis are going to be a little bit low, so they're going to have to link up together with the medic. And at this point in time, doesn't really look like the players for the side of Potato Photo want to push in as of yet, though. Fake Ubers are going to get called out, but Janice is going to have that real one Daylight does go down, but he's going to be spawning up momentarily. 26 potentially going to go down for a drop-down play, but nah, he's just going to back out and link up with the rest of his team. But it does look like the Xiao players are going to be able to hold on to their choke as well as the big door. While the players of Potato Photo just going to be content with hanging about on this midpoint for now. They're pretty well aware that both sides are going to have that Uber charge. So it's just going to be a matter of see who pops first, I guess.
Yep, and we're back to the action that we all always wanted to see. And even Uber stalemate. It's only been 5 minutes into the game. We've already had 2 of these. You know what? This is the best game ever. This time though, no off classes for both teams, so you might just see vanilla soldier sacks. And if anything, I think it's harder to sack into mid than it is into second. I think that there are just so many choke points in mid that you can easily control that it's much easier to get into second with how open it is.
Yep,
anyway,
26 eating quite a bit of spam, but he's gonna be fine. I would like to see a solid drop down play though, but everyone's a little bit cautious right now. So hopefully we I get to see what I want to see. But everyone's watching their flanks. We got the Potato Photos clumping up at the big door. Looks like they want to push it from there though. Scout trying to inch their way through. They are going to make their way through slowly but surely. Devilman's going to eat quite a bit of spam, eating all those stickies thrown into their faces. But apart from that, everyone's pretty much still A-okay. Medic's right there by their side. Going to be able to buff them back up. Gonna see Banana hanging about lower lobby as well, so that is gonna be a potential just scissor maneuver. Banana inching his way down below, does get spotted out. Uber is gonna get popped questionably though for the side of the Potatoes, and they're gonna have to give up this mid for sure, potentially give up second as well.
Yeah, that right click just coming out a little bit too late. His 2 players were already down. Might have been a better decision to just not pop the Uber and just backed out and try to hold it with 2 players, but pretty bad mistake to make right there, because right now HSR does have a full Uber advantage to push into second, and they are at big door. They're trying to walk in, but having to face so much spam, but at the cost of the lives of Potato. They already lost their soldier Daylight, and now still a 50% ad into the last.
This should be an easy last point cap. They pop the Uber charge. They're just gonna go in and just pummel the players, but the heavy comes out. Doesn't really matter, we've got people standing on the point. First point goes to the hands of the Kidz News Network.
Hey, do you fear when you see Uber players in your face?
Definitely.
Yeah, well, that's definitely what Potato just did. They were so afraid of it that they all went inside spawn, and nobody could contest the point. So that's how they lost the round. But anyway, second mid.
Second mid could be on the way. Yet to see those double Korean Solly bombs, but everyone's just going to be standing up on the point for now. Banana going to be able to pick up 1 player, make that 2 players, make that 3 players down for the side of the Koreans. Once again, have no choice but to back out all the way to last. Can't even fight this second point. Banana already behind the medic. Going to get potentially picked up with that Uber sword, but little to no chance of survival whatsoever. And they got the players spawning in for the side of Potato Photo, but the players of Xiao just unrelenting, not even giving them any breathing room, spawn camping even. Sticky's up on the right side, Solly's watching the left. Second point is captured, last point is easy peasy lemon squeezy. I said that too early because the players of Potato Photo are just gonna come out pounding. They're going to be able to hold on to this point for now though. We are going to see 26 under the point, potentially going to back out through Riverside unspotted. Nah, take that back. He does get spotted by Daylight in the end. Very, very clutch defense coming up from the Potato Photo players.
When you literally have to off-class to Pyro to reflect the rockets back to the soldier right in front of your spawn, that's how you know that is some spawn camp. But during all of that carnage, HSR actually had full Uber advantage. Right, so now they can actually push in. Janus is so close to having it, but 80%, he doesn't quite have it just yet, and they're all in spawn. If there is anyone on the point right now, it's gonna be a free cap, other than the stickies that are just on there. 2 players are down for Potato already, and now there's this heavy coming up, and now everyone is so low on Potato, but the Uber comes up to save their lives, but not really much you can do when everyone's just dispersed on Xiao and just wasting your time with this Uber, not gonna do much with it. And now so much aggression going to go onto the point. It's just a scout and a medic left alive. Janus is just having to Uber saw for his frag videos, but well, nothing's gonna come out of it. And the second round already for Xiao, that was just a dominant performance all the way from mid into that spawn camp and just holding on to that Uber advantage and pushing when you have the advantage. So third mid onto this gully wash map.
Yep, third minute gonna go underway. Yet to see those solid bombs. Come on, Potato Photo. Do what you do best, and players are just going to start colliding with each other. Daylight and 26 on the point. 26 can come out victorious once again. First blood to the side of Xiao. We're going to see Strelka potentially going to get taken down as well. He's currently in the double-digit range. Tries to jump up, spots the medic. Can he finish him off though? The answer is going to be yes, but there's going to be quite a few players down for the side of the Potato Photo players as well though. And that is going to be a bit risky if they want to re-push this. We're going to see TJ coming up from this flank side. Banana going to be coming up, but he's going to get spotted out by Harsh in the end. And this is the first mid that goes into the hands of Potato Photo players. Solly going to be jumping up top though. Spots the medic. Can he finish him off? Oh, beautiful.
Great serve by Janus, just saving his life and his Uber right there. Although it might have been an easy serve, it doesn't really matter because the result is that he gets to keep this Uber advantage all the way into second and probably last as well. And that mid was just such chaotic from both sides actually. But great play coming up by Potato to just play around together and just pick up the stragglers one by one off of Xiao. And now pushing into last with this Uber ad, but it is actually slowly dwindling down to 0.
Yeah, I actually really want to see them just go in right now. They had pretty sizable ad, at least 50% earlier on. Leave the scout to cap and then go in straight away, but now they decide to go in. They got to focus on this sentry gun. It's not even going down at all, and they're apparently not even able to pick up any other player apart from Banana. With that Uber charge, they have no choice but to back out, and this is potentially just going to give the second point to Xiao. We've got Janus still wants to fight this. They should be aware that they've got Uber charge, so Scout just trying to inch his way up, trying to get some disturbance going on that point. Medic Janus trying to back his way out. Aisho gonna just chase. He smells blood in the water. Uber's gonna get popped. Gonna chase them even more, but Laffy somehow makes it out alive.
Oh, that was just so close. That was almost such a disaster for Potato, but great job by Larky just not dying to that one Uber shot in his face. And HSR unfortunately did pop his Uber right there, so he didn't really wanted to ideally, because now Janus has a really big Uber ad, a 40% Uber ad to push into this last, and they are already, seems like they're gonna do it just very soon. True Shutter?
Looks like it. They need, if they want to do it, they got to do it soon. But Uberat is already dwindling. They have to focus down the medic or just lock them inside that spawn where they can't do anything. But everyone's just getting bullied up by a single banana. Oh dear me. Solly's gonna be inside secret, potentially gonna get some caps time up is the point, but he's gonna get spotted out in the end and finished off. And they've got the Uber charge. They pop it. It's once again just disaster for the side of the Potato Photos.
Great play coming out by the
we've
soldier.
got a sneaky boy under the point though. Oh, it comes a little bit too early.
1v1? Oh, MGE. Not gonna happen, but great play coming up by the soldier of Potato to just force out HSR in that last second. HSR would have actually kept this Uber, full Uber, all the way into mid right now. But just that soldier coming in at the last second to pick off that advantage away really did mean a lot to them, because now they are able to hold mid Potato. But looks like Xiao is not going to allow that to happen. They're already flooding into mid and just taking up all of this ground.
Okay, just the dry push in, and then the Potato Photos just noped out of there. Quite a I don't know what they're doing.
Well, hey, free mid.
Free mid, yeah, free mid for Xiao. And they end up going to push through, so they've got this mid. They're already 2 points up, so it's really on the Potato Photo players to actually do something about this. And they've got that fake recalls coming out. Janus is going to have his, as will HSR momentarily. And Solly potentially just going to go in for some jumpy. Scout just rushing in with that Uber charge. Janus potentially going to pop his as well. There you go. And looks like they are going to just bully them out. Janus getting really overzealous. Going to do that body blocking. Going to be able to pick up TJ. And does look like they're going to start pushing in. We've got the scouts coming in from the other side. Flank, Solly bomb straight down onto HSR. Can't quite land the finishing blow. Well, the scouts are going to be right there. Sorry, not the scouts. Janus picks up Banana with an arrow from across the map, and does look like they should be able to re-grab this second point. They took down HSR. They've got that 50% Uber at.
Xiao just playing a bit too greedy over there, pushing into an even Uber, and well, they overstayed their welcome and just got caught out on mid. And so the result of that is everyone has to hold last with a 50% dis ad. So not sure how they're gonna have to do it, but looks like they are going to have to try. And seems like TJ is in lobby so far forward, got a good serve to save his life, and actually gonna pick up Daylight as well. So Banana's gonna pick up Daylight. So one player down to start out this push. Looks like they're not gonna care though. They're gonna push out anyway with this one soldier down.
Yep, and as they should. They've got that Uber, they're going to use it. Banana's currently still behind them. Harsh is going to get focused down by the Scout, and the Medic's going to be left alone once again. Oh boy, Scout has to come in to pick off HSR if he wants to make any use of this, but he's just dancing about. Solly has to come in to try and finish him off. Oh, finally going to get punished. The Solly's going to come in to finish the job, not able to pick up HSR still. HSR going to survive. We got Daylight. Sneaky. He's going to get spotted by the Solly. And then 1v1. He's standing on the point. And it's going to be a trade. 26 does finish him off with a rocket from the grave. And second point is going to go back into the hands of Xiao. And once again, just going to be yo-yo back and forth.
I would like to mention that when Janus was standing on top of that point on last, it was actually pretty cute how they stayed there for a pretty long time. It actually looked really cute when no one shot him up there. But anyways, HSR does have a full Uber ad coming into this second, so ideally they're gonna push really quickly. They're gonna push straight away into chokes, instantly using up that Uber. Not gonna pick up any kills yet other than Harsh, who gets caught out of position. And now Daylight's also going to go down to Banana, so two players are down for Potato, while they even though they have 30% ad, they can't really hold second when they are down as Demoman and the soldier. And looks like Xiao are already walking in.
Got that sniper in play right now for the side of Potato Photo. 64 health, tries to grab those headshots, but just not able to. Gonna have to back out to last. Second point into the hands of Xiao once again. And yeah, so it's the clock just constantly getting reset. We've got Janus trying to heal everyone back up. He's gonna have that Uber charge soon. The Xiao players, as you can see, they're not too keen on pushing too far in as of yet, though. We've got people clumping up at Big Dog, grinding out that Uber charge. And the players of Potato Photo slowly pushing out through Riverside. Hopefully they've got people watching the flanks, because someone could just rush out to that last point. Uber's gonna get popped right now, and HSR is gonna get his very soon. Has nobody else to heal up right beside him. Finally gonna get able to link up with the Scout as well, Demoman. That's just gonna push the players of Potato Photo way out. Somehow Daylight survives that onslaught against an Uber Scout. Okay, even whips out the escape plan, not even getting a single point of damage. Gonna have a Solly up top at the usual spot. Tries to rain down those rockets onto Harsh. No one picking him off yet. There you go. Daylight comes in to save the day. Scout gonna begin dancing about at that big door area as well. Makes it out alive. They do trade a couple of players. 3 down for the side of Xiao and 2 for the side of the Potato Photos. They are gonna be able to re-grab this second point, and Uber's equal, so we may see a dry push once the rest of the players link up at the front lines for the side of Potato Photo.
Or we may not.
Or Daylight. Double Solly bomb coming in. Daylight right beside the medic. HSR gonna be a lot of trouble. Tries to serve his way, but the Scout comes in and Tommy saves his medic's life. They clean up the 2 Solis that jumped in, and that's gonna be a bit of a number dis-add for the side of Potato Photo. We're already gonna start seeing them backing out to last once again. And yeah, second point could get tossed back in the hands of Xiao.
I thought that Potato would just hold second, but looks like they are very aware of the time. 12 minutes left in this map, but 2 down in the score for them, so they're gonna have to win a round on average of 6 minutes. But Uber's gonna come up for both sides right now, trading out, but looks like 3 players gonna go down for Xiao, and they are in so much trouble here. They're getting chased by the entirety of the combo, and a bomb's gonna come in to try to clean it up. But Aisho, dancing around, picks up Strauka.
Okay.
Well, luckily his Scout Larky was able to clean it up, but losing both of their players there, and looks like Xiao are gonna push off of this 2-player advantage. 2-player down, in fact, not even an advantage, and dry push gonna be successful.
Yeah. Banana just jumps in and Janus just surfs out. Janus surfs have been so beautiful so far. So we're just gonna have to see how they decide to play with this equal Ubers. Aisha's gonna be on the sniper role, so that's gonna be something that they gotta be careful about. Aisha just gonna aggro peek through choke right now, trying to see if we can get any shots in those sightlines. But for right now, excuse me, it's probably just gonna be a bit of a standoff.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Uber, even Uber stalemate yet again. But the difference is Potato are down 2 rounds, and there is barely under 11 minutes left in this map. So if anything, the onus is on them to push, and seems like they are actually gonna try. Probably not. They are in river actually, playing so passively. Not sure why they're so far back, but maybe this is the answer. Maybe they're at Victor trying to pick up something. They're gonna use the Uber charge. Okay.
Yep, Uber's gonna get popped onto the sniping Aisha as well, trying to save his life. Janus is going to be no longer shiny. We're going to see Daylight jumping forward to see if he can pick off anyone. Zemo's going to... Oh, headshot down into Daylight once again, coming up from my shot. We got some Solly still up top inside the river. Finally going to get picked off. Tommy whipping out that pistol to clean up the players for the side of Potato Photo, dropping almost everybody. Harsh just spawning in right now. And this is not looking up for the side of Potato Photo.
Yeah, that is pretty much what you expect to happen when you try to push off of no advantage at all.
Yeah.
Just you lose the push, and you probably lose most of your players, and you have to hold last desperately, where your players are all dying and just going down so low. But as I say that, Xiao are the ones who are receiving that. So 2 players down for Xiao, 2 players down for Potato as well, but they do have the last. So the spawners are gonna come up and just be ready right here to defend, but slight Uber ad for HSR, just about 20%. Not sure if they're gonna push or even just be content with holding. Straka's gonna go down though, going against iShow's sniper. He's gonna go down so low, but that sniper alone just is spooking the hell out of the team now.
Just iShow gonna be rotating around Riverside, trying to see if he can get that headshots down. Spots the medic, spots the scout, spots the demo. Everyone's in his sight line. And this is once iShow starts landing his shots. This is gonna be really good for the side of
Uber is gonna come out for Janus though. He's gonna force out the Uber. 2 players going down for Xiao. They did lose Baxter, but now they're gonna pick up 26 again. So 3 players down for Xiao. They do have full Uber ad, so they might not wanna. Potato might not want to be too over aggressive in this push, but seems like they're gonna be able to slowly cap second. Xiao are sitting in Victor just so passively. Now the Uber's gonna come out. It's gonna be popped off on the scout and the demo method, but none of them are able to jump into river to pick up the players of Potato, and they're just gonna back out to last.
Yeah, the players for the side of Potato, we're just gonna back out to last right now. They still hold on to a slight but negligible Uber ad. Nice arrows coming from Janus, but not enough to keep his demo man alive. Scout just coming in from below, standing on the point. Everyone's a little bit distracted with the push coming in, and once again, toss another point on the scoreboard for Xiao.
Superior aggression and superior teamwork just make the dream work. Looks like Xiao just won that off of better DM. There was really nothing much that they could be pushing off on, but that really good coordination between the players are able to just pick off any...
Solly bomb, what I want to see! There we go! They're going to be able to pick off HSR immediately. But both Sollys are going to be dead for the side of Potato Photo, and yeah, that's not going to work out with Janus just stuck all by his lonesome, finally going to get finished off. And it's going to be a full wipe for the side of Potato Photo, despite that phenomenal Solly bomb. Didn't really work out. They did pick up the medic though, but Janus went down 5 seconds after, so there's probably just going to be about a 20% Uber ad for the side of Xiao.
Yeah, that double soldier Korean bomb that I told you about, that's the one time where they just high bomb into the choke and demolish everyone. They're gonna pick up the medic as well, but as you said, slight advantage for Potato, but I don't think anything's gonna happen off of it, considering that they are on last. So not really much you can do, but we might see an off-class play coming out from them. Sniper, yeah, it's gonna be Sniper.
Yep, you're going to see the players already inside River. We've got Demo peeking choke pretty aggressively. And yeah, we've got a Sniper trying to get some pot shots off as well. Watching that main, trying to see if we can get any headshots down, but everyone's already inside those safe areas for the side of Xiao. Got a couple of players inside River, Solly as well as Scout just watching that side. The rest of the players outside lobby just really safe back there. And the players for the side of Potato Photo holding on to that Uber charge as well, just waiting for them to push in.
Yeah, but waiting is not gonna win you the map, because 3 rounds down, you have 6 minutes left, and you're in last. So, and you just lost a soldier. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go against the push right now, and you better hold that for your dear life. But Xiao players are looking to get ready for this push. Probably, possibly, they are in lobby. Looks like they might want to go shutter, and the players are really aggressive in.
Oh! They just picked up Janus? This is going to be an easy Uber last point push for the side of Xiao. They've already popped it out. Everyone's all shiny. They've got to focus on the players. Stickies are already on the point. Everyone's just going to start dying for the side of Potato Photo. Janus spawns in, but it's just too little, too late. I didn't even see what happened with 26 just flying in and apparently just cleaning up. I'm not too sure if it's 26 or Banana that picked up Janus.
Not too sure for me as well, but either way, that one soldier bomb coming in from nowhere picking up everyone by surprise, just dropping the Janus and losing all of that Uber. But onto this mid again, we see a soldier bombing. TJ is gonna go down as well, and both soldiers right now on the enemy side of Potato bombing into the enemy choke of Xiao, and Xiao are quite passively into the choke. They look like they may have to back out, but the aggression coming out by Aisho, but they are gonna get forced out of that mid by the soldier bombs, and now another soldier bomb's gonna try to force them out of lobby, and yeah, they're gonna be forced out, but looks like they're gonna go river instead.
Yep, Xiao gonna be coming in for river potentially. But you know, Xiao, they're in a very comfortable place right now. They're 4 points up. And you know, the players on the side of Potato Photo, they gotta move really fast, consistently throughout the next few rounds if they want to tie this game at all whatsoever. They've got their full overcharge as well, but so will the side of Xiao. And it's gonna be really rough. We've got Solly already jumping in trying to get the fourth, but the players of Potato Photo are just so passive right now. They can't afford to be this passive when they're 4 points down. They're just gonna start walking out. Big bomb down through the choke point. Scout's gonna be right there, but TJ just denying them from coming through. He's gonna be able to pick up Daylight from the point with a pipe. And yeah, the players of Potato Photo just gonna slowly start backing out with the tails between their legs.
I guess Xiao just really wanted to help Potato to actually not stalemate and push, because that's what they did. They brought the push into them and actually won the push with just that the element of surprise, catching out so many players off guard and just picking them off. And you're gonna pretty much win a fight quite easily when you have player advantage, as long as you just play your cards right. But even you for both sides now, 26 huge bomb jumping into second. He's jumping for his life, but okay. Banana also going to come in from choke and not gonna pick off anything though.
Yeah, we've got a couple of players just getting destroyed right now. TJ's gonna get picked off as well, but so will the scout from the side of Potato Photo, and this is just gonna spark the push coming up from the side of the Koreans. HSR gonna get forced right there. The scout's gonna be really shiny, and Janus wants to hold on to it for as long as he can, but has no choice but to pop it in the end, and HSR makes it out alive. So that's gonna be well, negligible ad. Not really. It's just gonna be equal Ubers once again for both sides, and yeah. Midpoint goes in the hands of the Koreans, and Xiao just content with just delaying this as long as they can. 3 minutes left on the clock is pretty much theirs already.
Yep, and delaying is exactly what they just need to do right now. 3 minutes is actually pretty fast if you just not even think about it, you just let the time pass. Yeah, 3 minutes is gonna go by in an instant, but well, 4 rounds down, I don't think much is even possible at this point for Potato to even win. I think at this point you should just be thinking about next map, which is Logjam, but 2 minutes and a half remaining. We may see something coming out of it, out of Potato. I mean, you could still try to win points, you know. Yeah. Even though you did lose the map, points may be something that you can still get. But then at the end of the day, 2 minutes left and they're not pushing. I don't really think that much is going to happen at this point.
Yeah, it's just gonna be them just trying to see if they can get their logs up, I believe. Xiao plays just content with holding second. You've got Daylight just gonna be fighting off against 26 right there. 26 not even gonna bother with him. Banana's just gonna turn around and see if he can get that frag down, which of course he does. Very nice rocket coming out from Banana right there. We're going to see the players of Xiao rotating through the big door. Just see some spam coming up from the side of Potato Photo as well. 26 with the big bomb once again. Has his sight down to the demo man. He's going to be able to pick him up. Finally going to get punished for overstaying his welcome. Scout's going to be at the front lines as well. We're going to see that Scout just running away through the big door for the side of Potato Photo. And they're just going to start slowly backing out through this midpoint. Once again, going back into the hands of Xiao. A minute. And yeah, just about a minute left on the clock. And it's really not going anywhere right now. Xiao have this map, and Potato Photo, they're just slowly backing out to last.
Yeah, at this point there really isn't much for Xiao to lose if they just push into last and just wipe it into their face that it's a 5-0 victory. Less than a minute left. I think that's going to be what's happening, because 2 players are down for Potato still, and the push is going to come out to Aisho. Aisho's going to receive the Uber, shooting the players in the back, and just this Uber is lasting so long for him. He's just permanently invincible. Finally, Captain gonna come off, and Aisho is gonna have to trade his life off of that. but 26 onto the cap as well, just preventing anyone from stopping him. And now players gonna keep going down one by one for Xiao. It's just Tommy left alive, gonna go down. And 5-0 victory not gonna come out, but 20 seconds left, yeah. Not. I don't think anything's happening at this point.
Yeah.
Pretty much a victory for Xiao.
Pretty much. First map's gonna go to the hands of Xiao, and then we're just gonna be moving on into Logjam shortly after this. But yeah, dominant performance coming up from the Xiao players. I really, I mean, you know, it's Xiao. They've been playing together for a long time, but the Koreans, man, I'm not gonna say that they're messing up. It's just that there's some times where they could afford to be more aggressive, but they're playing really passively. They failed quite a few last point pushes, despite having that superior Uberat as well. So I'm curious to see how they work through the kinks on the next map.
Yeah, they did. The Potato were just the slightly worse team, and that's why Xiao won. I mean, at the end of the day, Xiao are the top seed in the division, and it really does show that. But anyways, looking at the logs right now, first thing I noticed is Janice actually getting 5 kills on Medic. What? Okay, that's just as much kills as HSR had deaths. So, well, okay, man. Anyways, looking at the damage set, TJ is gonna come out on top with 338 DPM, and his ISO and 26 gonna come off with 300 and 283 respectively. So really good damage coming out from Xiao right there. And one thing I need to point out is the accuracy of ISO. Holy crap. 83%. That's insane. That's like aimbot. Right. that is really impressive. But anyways, the top damager coming out for Potato is going to be Strelka with 269 DPM. So, and just underneath him is Banana 259. So looking at just DPM alone, we can see that Xiao is just fully dominant in that department. Just everything top 5 is just Xiao in damage.
Yeah.
And the other thing that we can look at is the medic deaths, I guess, and really going to be quite low for both sides actually. Janet's gonna have 6 and HSI going to have 5. So a really low medic death counter, considering that it's a 30-minute game and it's gully wash. So a really good job for both medics to survive. But well, Janice did get that 5 kills, so that's gonna be significantly more than HSR has.
Yeah, Janice died 6 times, and one of those deaths was a drop. So that was, of course, the one where they were defending last, and the mystery bomber came in and just picked him off. So that was a big owie for the side of the Potato Photo players. But yeah, so far it's looking really dominant for the side of Xiao players, man, and especially the top damages all going to the Xiao players. Ooh, I guess the Potato Photo players definitely have to step the game up for the second map if they want to take a map at all tonight.
Yeah, when you have higher combined damage to the enemy team, you're going to kill more people than they are going to. And Xiao actually going to have a combined damage of 40,000, whereas Potato only had 34.8 thousand. So that discrepancy in damage is really going to show when you have just 5 players of your team, 4 players of your team, I mean, on that top 5 of the damage. So as much as they've done a lot of damage, logs aren't everything, but we do have to still look at the medic stats. So now looking over to the heal stats, we see HSR going to have 30,600 healing, slightly more over Janice, who is going to come out at 30,300. Did I just say it wrong for HSR? Anyway, slightly higher for HSR, just very slightly though, and even pretty much even Ubers for both sides. Going to be 15, and actually 15 for Janice, but one of it was a drop, so 14 and 1. Well, it's going to be so evenly spread out for both medics, but even the heal spreads are pretty similar. TG is going to come out on top, 30% heals, just as the TJ stereotype is, and and ISO coming up with 25, so soaking up lots of heals for that scout, depriving of his other scout, Tommy, only gonna get 15%. 26 gonna get 16% though, so slightly more over Tommy, and Banana's gonna be the least one. But either way, looking at the opposition, looking at Genesis heal spread, Harsh is gonna get 29% of the heals, so pretty much the same as TJ coming out in top as the demo man. And then you have Larky and Straka coming out, not Straka, I mean Baxter, on 26 and 15% heals respectively. So a little bit more heals into the scouts for Potato this time. Although it is still 15%, even the same for Tommy. But soldiers for both Potato Photo going to get the least heals in the team, 14 and 13% respectively to Straka and Daylight. So, well, a little bit more. Actually, it's pretty much the same for both sides. Like this is like a mirror match. Even in everywhere, it's just mirrored.
Yeah, well, on paper it looks mirrored, but you know, so far just Xiao definitely dominating throughout the rounds that have been going down. If you look at the cap times as well, just looks like Xiao out of the six mid fights, 5 mid fights, yeah. Xiao had pretty much 3 of them, and with just 1 going to the hands of the Potato Photo players. So far, just mid fights generally have been going into favor of Xiao, despite that double soggy bomb that we saw. It just didn't really work out for the side of Potato Photo. It's a bit of a shame, but who knows? We might see the same thing happen on Logjam, and this time it might actually work out. So yeah. And of course, once again, for those of you who are just only joining us, we have concluded the first map of the night, CP Gully Wash, where it went to the hands of Xiao with a pretty substantial 4-0. We will be moving on to the next map, Logjam. But right now, the teams are going to have to swap servers, so this may take a short time because the current server doesn't really have that map loaded in. So they're just going to have to swap out before we can continue on the match for the night. So just hang tight, grab a drink, grab some snacks, and yeah, get ready for more awesome TF2.
Yeah, and speaking of...
Right, we're back. Get ready for more Pure League Season 2 Week 5 action. Once again, it's going to be Potato Photo facing off against the Kidz News Network. Of course, there's Xiao. We are going to be on the second map of the night, which is going to be Logjam. First map, Gully Wash went to Xiao with a pretty decisive 4-0. Yeah, Logjam is a new map to me. So just spending some time while the players are all making their way into the server, flying around in spectator cam, trying to orientate myself. But this is, yeah, like Evie said, this is a relatively new map in the rotation for the Asian scene. Definitely pretty curious to see how these two teams play about this map.
Yep, and well, as much as it is new into the scene, there are some players on Xiao who have some experience playing in this. In Ozfortress before, so they might be familiar enough. If anything, they are going to be the most familiar in the server. But then again, that's not gonna undermine the fact that Potato is gonna be able to put up a fight. I'm pretty sure of that.
Definitely. From what I'm seeing so far, midpoint, a lot of open spaces, lots of place for the Solis to bomb about. Once again, I hope we see a successful Korean bomb. We saw a glimpse of it happen on Gully Wash, but it didn't turn out the way they had hoped for. So hopefully this second map, we actually get to see some solid bombs coming up on the side of Potato Photo. For those of you just joining us, once again, yeah, good evening. Welcome to the Pure League Season 2. It is going to be the Week 5 Prem matches tonight. And we are going to be on the second map of the night. Evie, once again, just give us a brief overview of the rosters for anyone who is only just joining us.
Sure. First of all, we're going to look at the Potato roster. For the Scouts, we have Larky and Baxter. And for Soldiers, we have Straka and Daylight. For the Devilman, we have Harsh, and the Medic will be Janus. Yes, the one from the Overwatch League. And looking over to the other side, we have Xiao. We have Aisho and Tommy on Scouts. For the Soldiers, it will be 26 and Banana. TJ will be the Demo Man, and HSR will be the Medic. So, just a really dominant team. We have already seen it in Gully Wash previously. They did win 4-0 Xiao.
Yeah. So curious to see how how the Korean players are going to play about with this. Bringing up the tab board for just to take a look at the ping. We're gonna see some really pretty okay ping, I guess, for both sides. We're gonna see the players for the side of Potato Photo roughly about the 50, 60, 70, 40 range. And the players for the side of Xiao are going to be roughly about that range as well, just generally around the 40s and 50s. With Banana, very happy Banana, sitting on 5 ping. This is, of course, a server of which is where he resides from anyway, so he's going to enjoy that very, very lovely 5 ping. While the rest of the players are probably not going to be too affected by the ping. It's all still pretty even and playable.
Yeah, considering how small Hong Kong is, maybe Banana literally even owns the server. Okay, I'm just kidding.
You never know.
5 ping on Soldier. I mean, that's going to be... Well, most of the time, it's not that uncommon to see that in Asia because servers are usually in Singapore, and then a lot of players come from Singapore in Asia, so we usually see a lot of 5 ping around, but Banana does not usually see 5 ping very often. So Banana on 5 ping might just come out to be the most unexpected thing that will come out of this match. Either way, though, Logjam, it is a very, very strange map. One thing about this map is that it's actually a pretty difficult demo man rollout. Like, I'm pretty sure no one's gonna mess it up here. Like, you think Prem, it's not where you're gonna see people mess up. I hope not. But it is a pretty difficult demo man rollout in comparison to everything else, because I don't know what's the actual way that people do it, because I've seen so many different variations of people attempting it. Some of it doing a double sticky, just shooting down 2 stickies at the choke and just flying all the way into mid, but weird rollout, but I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. Logjam, of course, a pretty new map into the Asian scene, but players on Xiao have played it before. Some players of Xiao. So it's really very much up to Potato to just try to win this map, because they are down a map in this series. They did lose Gully Wash previously, so it's on them for this time.
Definitely going to be on Potato for them to pull out a win tonight. Definitely want to get those points on the scoreboard. We're just going to have to see how those rollouts come out as well. This is going to be the first time I'm seeing the rollouts as well, so I'm going to learn something new today. Going to see how those demo men do their rollout, double sticky or not, and make their way to mid and just start the fight going. Everyone's just doing the pre-game DM fights once again. Going to wait for them to all ready up before we can start the game proper. But we do have everyone inside the server already, so we should be starting momentarily right now. Just going to wait for everyone to just settle down and start the game. So do you have... Oh, that's all that we're just going to start off right now. Game will be live after 2 more restarts, as per usual. And we will be going live momentarily.
Yeah, I just said predictions, right? Yeah, you wanted to say predictions. Yeah, my prediction was 5-1 before, and it still is 5-1 to Xiao. But let's look at this mid. Why don't you bring us along to it?
Yeah, gonna be watching the demo man for their rollout this time. Gonna see TJ reaching mid pretty early. Pretty much about the same time, actually. Once again, Harsh gonna be right there as well, tossing out stickies into each other's faces. Scout's gonna be jumping up onto the shed houses on both sides and jumping across. Gonna see that double solly bomb that I love so much, and they're just gonna gain a lot of ground. Medic just gonna get picked up from a 26 out of nowhere, just jumping all the way into the backlines, and they're just gonna get completely demolished on this midpoint. Potato Photos with a full team wipe, 12-second spawn time was all around. Midpoint easy peasy lemon squeezy, second point easy peasy lemon squeezy. They got their full Uber as well. Last point could potentially just be going immediately to the hands in under 2 minutes.
Yep, and once the soldiers make it to the front lines, we should see this push just very soon. And that mid, double soldier bomb, just as you wish for, and it did come up by the Potato Photo team. And the thing about that strat is that it's just so high risk, high reward, right? Like, if you do so much, you can demolish your entire team just of how much damage there is. But if you don't, you immediately lose both your soldiers. And that's what happened. They just lost both of their soldiers, and then everyone just started to get picked off one by one. And winning a mid with player disadvantage is pretty unlikely. So Uber push gonna come out from Xiao now.
Yep, Uber gonna come in from the left side. Heavy's gonna get juggled a little bit and just gonna retreat back into spawn to swap off into another class. Scout gonna start getting some capture time up onto the point. Gonna see Daylight jumping down, trying to see if he can toss out those rockets, but scatter shots coming up from Tommy. Just gonna get so much damage done. Larky trying to see if he can defend this point is just gonna be harsh, as well as the medic Jan is gonna pop that Ubi charge to save whatever he can. All he has is the Demo Man on this point right now. The players from the side of Xiao just waiting for it to fade off. Scout Aisho still in this fight together with Demo Man TJ. Medic's gonna be right there to link up with the rest of them. Solely gonna jump straight down. Daylight finally puts an end to TJ's onslaught, and a successful defense coming up from the Potato players.
I thought that Potato actually forgot to stand on the point to prevent the cap, because the cap was so close to being capped off.
Oh yeah.
That Uber charge just coming out in the last second, clutching out that defense for Potato, and thankfully holding that round. So not going to go 1-0 immediately within 2 minutes for them. Daylight's gonna go down though, so that might not be good, because it is a slight Uber ad for Xiao, about the 20% ad.
Yep. But I don't think they're gonna cap it. Well, I say that, but it looks like they're gonna start to try and push it from the right side. Everyone's gonna get Ubered. Scout's gonna rush in, try to pick off that sentry, but the medic beam not long enough, not able to pick him off. Jared's gonna be able to pop that Uber charge just in time, getting tossed into the air, and they're just gonna see if they can turn the tables. 26 gonna finish himself off. Scout finally gonna get picked off. Tommy's gonna get finished off as well, but it doesn't look like the Potato Photos are too keen on pushing forward. You're gonna see Daylight want to go out for more bombs though. Sticky Trap's gonna be right on that wall, right beside him. But it's just going to get right-clicked away by TJ. Daylight once again going for those big bombs. Spots everyone at that choke. Medic is going to be able to make it out alive. Daylight just jumps up back to the catwalk side. And just going to be a bit of a DM fight. Harsh is going to be right there. Big bomb once again coming in from Daylight. Double solid bomb. Banana going to get picked up, but he does finish himself off as well. And Potatoes, they're just dropping too many players on this. Medic's going to be left all alone. The Scout's Aisho out from Raw Blood smells it and picks him off. And this is once again just spelling disaster. They grab the second point, but at what cost?
Just 2 scouts left alive. Aisho gonna pick up Larky in that 1v1. It's just this Uber charge coming into the face of the enemy team, just picking up all of these players one by one. You can't do anything when you have invincible players in your face, and they're all just going to start going down. 3 players are down for Potato, and now they have to try to defend this point. But player is going to go down, and the cap is going to go off. So that was just such a long exchange between both teams. First off, that failed Uber push into last, just Aisho dying to that sentry because the beam just wasn't with him.
Yeah.
He just fell into a pit or something. But and then the re-push coming up by Potato and failing it, and then just losing the round because of it. And now looking onto this mid.
Yep, TJ gonna reach mid a little bit earlier than Harsh and Daylight. Double solid bomb coming in from the side of Xiao instead. Janice gonna be in a world of hurt with 26 right there, but the Scouts are gonna be able to scatter shot him out of the sky. We are gonna see both Solies dead for the side of Potato Photo, as will be the Demo Man. And we're gonna see a Demo Bomb this time coming in, but the Scouts are gonna be ones to pick up Janice. We're gonna see double Scout action 2v1. Full white for the side of Xiao, but only 2 Scouts alive for the side of Potato Photo.
Great aggression coming up by Xiao, just in that last moment coming out to salvage onto that medic kill. Just the Scout was forwarding into their faces, right? Like Aisho was just starting to walk forward, and then the medic was starting to think, okay, this Scout is in front of my face, I better not die to him. And then he just gets bombed by a Demo Man out of nowhere, and that coordinated aggression just picks off that medic, and not really much can do with so much damage, and really good teamwork coming out from Xiao. So that is able to kill off all of the Uber advantage for Potato, and even Uber is basically for both sides a slight ad coming up for Janice, but it's probably just going to be a stalemate at this point.
Both teams are just going to probably hold on to their Uber charge, stand on their points respectively. We're going to see some sticky traps get set up by both teams on the left side choke area. Apart from that, nobody's too keen on peeking or prodding anywhere. No off classes as of yet though, but yeah, they're going to have their Uber charge momentarily. We're going to see HSR coming up at 95% as we speak. And yeah, everyone's just going to hang tight on this mid, going to wait for anyone to see if they do anything too risky. We're going to see some exchange going on the left side from the perspective of the Koreans, and doesn't look like they're trying to poke their way through. Solly's going to start tossing out some rockets. We're going to see the Scouts coming in. We're going to see a Solly get scattershot out of the sky with an attempted bomb. Daylight going to be right there backing up through choke, and everyone's going to be a little bit low for the side of the Potato Photo players. We're going to see the players for the side of Xiao just ruthlessly going straight in. Daylight coming from behind, gets the force down into HSR, 39 health. but Janice is still going to hold on to that full Uber charge, and that is a very substantial force coming on. So this may potentially push the second point into their favor. I don't know why they're trying to push it with just 2 players though. An Uber demo and a scout may not be the wisest decision, but we're going to have the other Solly link up with the rest of them, so they could.
And here comes the bomb by 26, doing so much damage, but going to go down to Harsh. And right now, they're still trying to push Potato, but now they're getting bombed by Demo Man. He's gonna pick up Harsh. So, a Daylight's gonna go down as well. Now this Supercharge is going to not do much if they even try. And Janet's going to gun so low, popping off the Supercharge. And they do pick off TJ and Tommy though. So 2 players down for Xiao, but then again, everyone is just not in the favor, not in this second point, trying to fight out. And Janet's gonna go down as well. So Potato just having to push against their will with that really poor Uber pop, and then they managed to pick off 2 frags, but overstayed their welcome and just got picked off in the end, and that was just not really ideal because now full Uber disad for Potato.
Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to see if Potato could have gone in earlier, but so far as we've been seeing, they've been pretty passive with the way they play Daylight. Potentially going to go in for a sneaky boy. Bomb spots the medic, tosses out a couple of rockets, but doesn't land any. HSR is going to get taken down to 36 health, but he's going to be in the safety, in range of all his buddies right there. They're going to keep him safe, and midpoint is going to go to the hands of Xiao pretty much immediately. They still have that full overcharge as well, so this could be an easy straight push down coming out from TJ. Jumping straight across the map into the face of the medic and cleaning everybody up with the help of the rest of his team. Second point is in the hands of Xiao, and we're probably going to see the last point go to them as well.
During all of that, Baxter was on sniper. He finally manages to pick up a headshot, so there's a headshot, but it might be a bit too late for that because now the round has been capped off. So Xiao actually was pushing against the sniper, and when you push against a sniper, there's always that risk, right? If you're just getting headshot and just losing all that Uber, but it didn't happen, and Baxter basically didn't really contribute much to that fight, and looking to go into this third mid.
Yeah, but once again, we're just going to see the Xiao players reaching mid much earlier. The Solid Bomb coming straight down. Banana tries to get those frags out, does soften the team up a little bit for his teammates to come in and finish the job. 26 is going to get picked off in the end, and that's going to be 2 players down from the side of the Potato Photo and 3 players down from the side of Xiao. We're going to see another attempted Solid Bomb. Big damage coming up from Harsh. He's going to be able to pick up Tommy, and it's just going to be HSR as well. Just going to be HSR. He is going to put on his big boy pants and go all the way back. We're going to see some attempted Solly chasing, and Demo is going to see if he can finish him off, but the rest of the players are going to come in and defend their medic, rightfully so. And they're not even able to finish off that HSR. They do have a pretty decent Uber ad though, with once again the TJ bombs coming straight in, just bullying them all the way out. They haven't even capped mid.
HSR going down though. He's gonna go down to a flanking stroker from behind, picking off the medic. And now full Uber ad for Janus, and they are controlling second point. There is some signs of contest coming out by Xiao, and they do pick off Harsh. And so this push might have been slightly mitigated, and now the Uber is gonna come off for Janus, but popping off this Uber for nothing. Nobody's going down. Finally they pick up Aisho and Banana, but 2 players down just to get this second. You really don't want to see that.
Yeah, Aisho was just dancing about behind them, and he came out and got the force onto Jans. Jans had no choice but to pop. The Ubers are going to be relatively equal, so we're just going to see a dry bomb coming in from Daylight, who's going to take a snooze right there at the doorway, and the rest of the team are just going to start backing up. We are going to have a heavy weapons guy in play, probably just going to swap off as we speak onto that sniper role. So the Australian's going to come out to see if he can get those headshots. The rest of the players from the side of Potato Photo just going to hang tight on this second point. You're going to see the scouts just poking and scattershotting through on the other side. But apart from that, not too much going to be getting done.
Yep, and just now I did see Aisho go to sniper, but he went back to scout. So no off-cast is going to come up for both teams. Just going to be an even stalemate, second to last. This is the action that we wanted, guys. And well, the thing is that there is 19 minutes left remaining, and 2 rounds are up for Xiao, and they did just lose a scout. Tommy's gonna go down, and now the bomb's coming out for Stroga, but doesn't get anything. And Harsh is actually doing a lot of throwing a lot of stickies across this last point, but not gonna get anything in the end. It's just gonna look like a reset, other than Aisha is going down.
Ooh. Yeah, right now just not too much getting done, just a couple of trades here left and right, but both medics still holding on to the Ruby charge. Maybe I would like to see the potato players go in, get a trade, and potentially once that fades, just do a bit of cleanup. But they've been playing really passively, like I said. Daylight's going to be coming on that sniper role, as will iShow. Going to see some Aussie v Aussie action. Just, is this Osfort? What's going on?
This is when we finally see them declare that this is going to be a stalemate. when they both run sniper, this is when they finally accept. Is Tommy going spy?
Ooh, Tommy. Probably checking classes first, yeah. Source back to scout. Man. Oh, headshot coming up from Daylight, picks up Banana. That is going to be, that's going to signal the bomb coming in, but there's lots of sticky traps right there. 26 smart to not go through that way. So the sniper's finally going to get cleaned up down below. Yeah, so that's going to be one player down for the side of the potato photos as well. Both medics still holding on to the recharge. I would like to see that there's, if they swapped up to Kidz Creek, they would have actually built up Kidz Creek by now. But yeah, no one does that really. And
what's
okay,
a Kidz Creek?
Banana's out for blood. Janice gonna eat quite a bit of spam, but he's gonna be absolutely fine. 103 health. The regen gonna slowly bring him back up. Banana does make it out. No, he doesn't. He doesn't make it out. He makes it to Solly Heaven, and it's just gonna be another standoff, another stalemate.
Yep, and this time Straka is still going to stay on Soldier, so probably going to see a roamer sack this time. And Banana does know that they are running no off classes, so Banana going to go spy to check. No sniper, no spy. You can switch off now. He's gonna check one more time.
Ooh, Daylight.
Yeah, Daylight gonna go down to iShow though, so one player down for Potato. Potato might have something happen.
Yeah, those look like the cell players want to try to push up from main. You can see them clumping up a little bit. Solly Bomb tries to jump on through, but the scatter shot's coming out just too strong. Gonna pummel Banana back into the ground. Gonna see some Scout rushing forward into the face of the Solly though. He's gonna get air shotted into oblivion. But apart from that, nothing much gonna get triggered. Gonna see 26 with Pogo jump straight down onto the Scout, picks him off with a trade. Just two players down for both sides, and we're going to see some Scout trying to see if we can get some more tickles out to get any forces out for the side of the potato photo, but both teams just hanging tight. 16 minutes left on the clock, 2 points up for the side of Xiao. It's really, once again, it's really on Potato to do something about this.
Yeah, and Daylight going to go sniper to try to break off this stalemate. Finally an off-class coming up, but iShow is well aware. He is tracking on spy, and he does relay that information to his team. At least I presume, but sniper against... Wait, is he staying on spy? He is.
He is.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, he is right behind the medic right here. No one sees him. He puts out a butter knife and doesn't get anything else. Such a tragedy. Why did the medic turn around, man? That's such a broken mechanic. But bomb
in. Tries to get the force. He's still alive. Potentially going to finish off the Solly. Goes with a trade instead. That's going to be 2 players down though for the side of the potato photo. Potentially going to spark a bomb coming in from Banana. But for now, he's just content with tossing out rockets from the right side flank. Players are not too keen on pushing up. Players are not too keen on pushing in. The players on the potato photo did try though. We're going to see some Scout Uber action coming in. Janice going to see how long he can hold on to his. Finally does pop his in the end. They're going to have to chase down iShow, as well as TJ, who's currently out right there in the faces of the potato photo players. iShow still up and well, potentially gonna get chased. No, he's still behind them. Solly does know where he is. Toss out a couple of rockets. Splash damage should pretty much finish him off, and there you go. That's gonna be iShow down as well. Banana gonna be standing up there in the sneaky spot to see if he can pick off anyone. But the players on the side of potato photo are just gonna start making their way into lobby, coming up from the left side flank, and start gonna tossing out that damage. They're gonna be 26 down below. Does get spotted by the Scout. Whips out the pistol. He's gonna go for a trade instead. Solly tries to jump forward, picks up the Devilman, tosses up into the air, getting some catch time. Scout gonna be right there to soften up the targets, but no one is there to back him up. The players for the side of potato photo just start backing out. The Devilman just bringing his medic all the way out.
That was looking very close to a round win for Potato.
Yeah.
Looks like Harsh is still gonna get chased by iShow though. Right in faces of Janus, but he picks up a Uber Saw. Janus going to pop with the Uber just in time to save his life. The Uber Saw clutch to save him, and now he's going to remain alive for this hold. But HSR though still has the huge Uber ad, so you're not gonna defend against invincible players. So they are very much aware of that, and they are going to play passively in this midpoint. And now Xiao players are slowly inching forward. They are taking some damage by the Demoman lobbing stickies across the map, but just taking their time, Xiao, and looks like they're gonna start walking in. Huge bomb coming up by TJ, going to do some spam and going to hit Janus for a little bit. They do still have that 50% user advantage, and
oh! 26! Just jumps clean in and just picks up Janus with a stray rocket when he drops away down onto the floor. Just cleans up the medic for the side of Potato Photo, and this is potentially just going to be an easy last point push. They've got the heal ad. Scout just going to leisurely walk onto the point. They've got stickies there. Solly can't do anything. And 3-0, just like that.
Great play coming up by Xiao, just knowing to push onto the advantages that they have and not to use all of them in one go. They pushed into second with a free player ad, with the free picks, and then they push into mid with a huge Uber ad, but so huge that they didn't even need to use, and they just kept it all the way into last. And now 4th mid in this map.
Banana gonna get picked up first blood for the side of Potato Photo, and they're gonna see the scouts getting the high ground, trying to see if we can rain down that damage on the Blaze of Xiao. They don't have a Solly, so they're gonna have to be a little bit careful about this. Solly gonna come straight down though, 26 once again with those big huge bombs, fall damage. The laws of gravity aren't gonna be able to finish off the Solly for the side of Potato Photo. It does look like they're gonna have no choice but to start backing out. Larky trying to see if he can delay that scout onslaught push coming in from my show as long as he can. The medic trying his very best to keep Larky alive. And they do make it out to the second point with TJ right there tossing out those pipes and stickies, but midpoint going to the hands of Xiao, and does look like they just want to continue plowing on through. Banana potentially going to come in from the flank side, does get spotted out in the end though, so no sticky bombs going to be coming in from him. And right now it's probably going to be a bit of a stalemate, but everyone's standing really close to each other. They've both got Uber as well, and Uber's going to get popped straight away for the side of Xiao. They can see if they can pick up anyone at all. They do pick up Daylight with a couple of nice pistol shots, and Janus still holding onto his, finally does pop it. With the Solly Bomb coming in, they're going to try to do that cleanup, which they are doing pretty decently. It's just going to be 26 TJ and HSR backing out onto midpoint. 26 potentially going to go in for a bomb though, but he's just going to back out and link up the rest of his team.
Pushing out of lock room might be the mistake, since it's such an enclosed area, and 26 did try to punish them for pushing through that area, but going to go down instead. And now everyone is so low for Xiao, and they're going to go down. The medic and the demo man, HSR and TJ just gonna get picked off by a Potato, and now Banana's behind them though. He's gonna pick up Larky.
Oh no!
And now Janus is so low, he's in trouble and he's gonna be taken down. Banana coming out with that one last rocket in the last second, and the players coming in to try to help them. They picked up Harsh, but it's gonna be Straka, it's gonna be Baxter, I mean, and Daylight left alive on this second point to cap it off.
Just going to have that 25% Uber ad, and oh, that was a big oof coming out from the side of Potato Photo. We're going to see some Solly Bombs trying to see if he can pick off the medic, get some damage done, but he's just going to get absolutely denied. Second point still in the hands of Xiao, just coming up with that 50% Uber charge. Janus going to be at 30%, not too much of an Uber ad. It is going to be slowly closing, but it does look like they intend to dry push this to see if they can get some damage down onto the players of, well, just pushing them out by the mere sight of them. And midpoint going into the hands of Xiao pretty easily.
Yeah, just that one soldier down, I'm pretty sure it was struck Daylight. Might have been struck, just him going down right there, just lacking the spam to prevent them from walking into the choke. Actually, Straka went into bomb the medic but didn't pick up anything. And now 3 players down for Potato. They aren't really in a good position right now. There is less than 10 minutes left, and Xiao are literally trying to push into last, so they really have to hold this off if they want to have some kind of a chance. Banana going to get plucked off the sky though by Baxter, and 26 might be going down as well. He jumps up for his life. 4 health, is so close to dying, but
wow. Pistol shots just not enough to finish him off. Arrow is going to bring him back up into the healthy range. Valiant effort coming up from the scouts for the side of Potato Photo, not able to finish off 26 though, somehow surviving those shots. And there you go, just walk on in with that Uber charge. Sentry Gun's going to be right there, but it's going to be made short work of. Demoman's going to be right there to finish him off. Solly, heavy weapons guy, everyone's just eating all that damage. Scout going to get quite a lot of catch time up onto the point.
Janus getting the Ubersaw though! Janus!
Oh
No, that was so close! he just went up to the right side and got 2 swords onto that soldier, and he popped it off, but that point was just too far away and just couldn't touch it with the Uber. That was so close, but Xiao coming with a really convincing push into last, and now 4-0 it is, potentially match round going to this mid.
Yeah, everyone was just so focused on the push coming in for the side of Xiao, and they just weren't able to pick him off. TJ gonna be the first blood. We're gonna see some Solly bombs coming in, spots the sight down onto the scout instead, but they're just gonna get cleaned up. Janus gonna go down as well. It's just gonna be HSI and Aisha, but we've got 2 scouts and a demo on this midpoint. And yeah, they're not going to bother capping. They're just going to try to push on through to gain as much ground as they can. But yeah, in the end, they're just going to have to slowly start backing up. A lot of grinding going to come out for the side of Xiao though. And that's going to spell disaster for the side of Potato. They're going to have that full overcharge, and it's probably going to be midpoint to the hands of Xiao once they grab this.
That Xiao mid was just full of aggression. They lost their demo man so early on, but that didn't stop the soldier from just doing a high bomb into the medic, and so much damage into that one clumped up corner, and the scout also going to finish off the kill on Janus. And now full Uber ad for Xiao. They ideally would like to push into mid without much of a contest, but Potato are giving them a bit of a fight, and now we see Daylight trying to jump in to do damage, gets picked off though. And so now 1 player down for Potato, and Xiao are just walking into log room. Looks like they are able to walk in through, and they use out the Uber, but Janus is so close to the Uber charge. He's almost to 100, but there's players in his face, and it's 99! He gets it off just in time at 11 HP, and now everyone's just having to run for their lives for the side of Xiao, and players just going to start to go down. Shots getting fired by Potato, just trying to kill out these players, but no one's going to go down easily. Aisho actually picking up Baxter, and now it's just TJ and HSR trying to run for their lives while there is a soldier on the hunt, and now they're gonna get locked out in this choke. There's not really much you can do at this point.
HSR does eventually get finished off in the end though, so that is going to toss the Uber at back into the hands of Janus. And a bit too close for comfort. Janus, like in the earlier exchange, Janus really wanted to stay in, but his teammates were just starting to back out, so not too sure if it was a communication breakdown. But they did manage to come out victorious in the end with that clutch 99%, grabbing that last percent and popping that overcharge, turning the tables and grabbing this midpoint back. So potentially we've got 6 minutes left on the clock. It's, I would say it's going to be really tight if they have coast-to-coast pushes.
Yeah, it's an average of like a minute and a half. Pretty difficult to win TF2 in that short of amount of time, but there is an Uber advantage for Potato, and they did just pick up a soldier, so this should be the push.
If they want it, they need to go in right now. Uber's going to get popped really early. Janus is going to start making his way through. Sentry is going to get focused down. Scout has to start getting capture time up as well. There you go, standing on the point. Can they get the point though? Solly's going to be right there just bullying everybody off. Gonna see them try to toss out those rockets, and that's just gonna be HSR grabbing that overcharge right then and there. And just a full wipe for the side of the Potato Photos.
Yep, and another failed push for Potato, just not doing enough to the enemy team. They didn't know to stand on the cap, but everyone on Xiao was just very aware of the fact that if you get capped on your last point, you lose. So they just stood on the point and stopped it from capping. But since everyone on Potato was on there, they pretty much just picked up so many players already after the fight. Baxter and Sniper are going to pick up 26 though, but Harsh and Daylight going to go down for Potato. So 2 players are down for Potato, and they do have a Sniper, so this hold might be quite difficult for them.
Yeah, they're going to be holding on to the second point, and the players for the side of Xiao just going to start pushing on through. Solly going to be jumping through, trying to see if he can get the sights down to the medic, but he's just going to get pistoled out of the sky. Headshot goes down onto Aisho, and I'm not too sure if he's going to be able to grab anything else apart from that. Scout's already going to start getting that capture time. As I said that, he picks up Tommy as well. Alright, let's see if he can get any other shots. Whips out the SMG, trying to see if he can get that Call of Duty style. Solly's going to be right there to see if he can finish off. 26 to be really low, and scatter shot's just going to come out and finish him off. HSR is going to survive that onslaught, and he's just going to be able to back off with 77%. Janus going to be at a full Uber charge, but I don't think they should use it right now because HSR is going to have his momentarily. Probably try to see if he can get the force first. I want to see those Solly bombs bring them on. Slowly going to jump it up to get the high ground, but these Xiao players are just going to be content with hanging back at choke. They are going to be 4 points up though, 3 minutes, 4
If they
minutes
wanted,
left.
they have to go in though.
Yeah.
HSR just 12 health, popping it out just in time. They did pick up Daylight as well, so 1 soldier advantage, but Janus has not popped his supercharge yet. He's getting flanked by a scout from behind, and he's going to pop it off just to save his life, and not really much going to be taken off of this super other than just picking out that scout who was forcing the medic. And Larky gonna overstay his welcome, Janus as well, and Harsh going to potentially go down. He's going to go down, and 3 players down for Potato, and Straka is stuck alone. 80 health underneath the point. Well, Daylight tries to jump in and do damage, and nothing's gonna happen. Straka's gonna bomb as well, nothing out of that as well, and this mid is going to go into the hands of Xiao, and really dominant push coming out from them. They just force out the Uber by Janus and just not die to the Uber and pick up anyone who just overstayed. And now Uber advantage for HSR, and this might be disastrous because it might be the loss.
Exactly, this is potentially going to be the winning camp for the side of the Xiao players. Potato Photo, they've got the engineer up, they've got the sniper up. They're going to see if they can highlight and hold this last point. Solly's going to be watching the flanks, but full Ubercharge going to come in momentarily, which is what they're going to do. Coming up on the right side flank, Sentry Gun going to be made short work of. The Scout's just going to focus down all those players one by one. Solly Bomb's going to start coming out. Lots of catcher time going up, but the players are just going to start flooding on through. Scout just standing alone right there. Aisho gonna finish the game for his team 5-0 in favor of the Xiao players.
Yeah, well, that last push was just more well executed than one of the previous ones where they lost Aisho early onto that Sentry Gun. This time HSR making sure that Aisho always is invincible and just does not die, and then they had Tommy bait the cap, and then no one in Potato was ready to stop it, and they just picked off everyone who tried to get out of their way just to try to land just a toe on that point, and just cleaned up the players. And easy last push for Xiao. 5-0 victory for them. A very convincing series for them, actually.
Yeah. Definitely, Xiao is coming up victorious on the second map as well. Very dominant performance. We're going to see them get many clears on these mid fights. So I believe we got the logs up on the screen right now.
Yep, we do have the logs available, and immediately who stands out is just Aisho. Look at that, 37 kills and 370 DPM. That is monstrous. I don't really know what to say. And coming out second in damage is going to be TJ with 328, but more impressive is actually his KD, 22 and 9. That's a really good demo man game by him. And then now going down on third place is going to be Baxter with 260, then Daylight and Larky at 255, and Larky at 226. Well, this time the logs are a bit less into the favor of Xiao, where they just dominated the damage stat. This time they do have more players in top 5 by the side of a Potato, so a little bit more damage this map.
Yeah, so I mean, despite the Potato players having 3 of the players up top doing quite a decent amount of damage, it's just, I don't know, the Xiao players, maybe the damage is more focused out. They're able to pick up more players. It's just like, taking a look at deaths as well. Janus died 10 times compared to HSR's 5. Definitely some that definitely played into the fact that they weren't able to have those substantial pushes coming out. But
at least he got 3 kills.
Yeah, at least he got 3 kills. not, just 2 less than the previous game. But yeah, it's Janus, with those clutch Ubersaws, just wasn't enough to stop those captures coming up for the side of Xiao. Just generally better performance coming up from Xiao all around.
Yeah, and when your demo man goes 8-15 and with only 205 DPM as well, you're pretty lacking in terms of the demo man matchup, considering that the enemy has way better stats than you. Harsh gonna get a pretty bad performance in that logjam game. Might have been due to the map as well, since it might have been quite unfamiliar to him. But that is going to be for the damage stats. Now we're looking at the medic stats. Hold on. looking onto the medic stats, right now looking at TJ's heal spreads, that is way more than he got from the last game. He got 33%, so going to be the top heals for both maps. And next up is going to be Aisho with 21%. So, and then the rest is going to be fairly standard in the high tens, in the tens rather. And then right now, looking at Janus's side, Janus going to give also the top heals to his demo man. Harsh going to be at 28%, and then Larky 26%. So Larky gonna get way more heals as the pocket scout compared to Aisho with 26%. And then his pocket soldier is going to receive 18%, just the exact same as 26. And then Daylight and Baxter going to be just fairly even at 13 and 12%. But what really stands out for me though is just how much healing that HSR has done compared to Janus. Just that 31,000 compared to Janus's 27,000, just significantly more healing. Might have been attributed to the lower deaths as well by HSR.
Definitely keeping his teammates all buffed up and healthy, allowing them to continuously plow on through and just pick up all those frags, with Aisho and TJ of course topping that damage scoreboard, and just cleaning up all those players, with Aisho of course coming in with the most kills of 37 and just cleaning up for his team. So once again, it's just going to be a very dominant performance coming up from Xiao. Valiant attempts though coming up for the side of Potato Photo. They did put a couple of good fights in, nice solly bombs here and there, but in the end the Xiao players are still going to come out victorious. It's not the end of the world though. They are still going to be in the, there's still time. There's still time for them to claw their way back up. Nothing wrong with just having a couple of losses. The season is still ongoing. So, of course, definitely not the end of the world. So, definitely, I'm looking forward to see what the players of the Potato Photo can carry on as the season goes on. I just want to see, performance improve based on what they've learned so far.
Yeah, it's not the grand finals yet. It is only week 5, so not even playoffs. But then again, these both teams are going to be guaranteed into playoffs, but judging by the scoreline of this series, if Potato want to have a way better performance in the playoffs, they're gonna have to learn from some of the mistakes in this game, in both Gullywash and Logjam from here. But that is going to be Pure League Season 2 Week 5 in the Premier Division. Before we go, do you have any shoutouts?
Yeah. Shout out to everyone who is hanging out inside Twitch chat. Thank you all for joining us for tonight's game. A little tiny baby Asian scene. Thank you all for hanging out. Shout out to Spiky, because Spiky gave me a shout out previously. Yeah.
Well, shout out for shout out. It's just like follow for follow. For me, I'm gonna shout out Core. Shout out to Core for always doing production for these Pure League games. Just always being there. It's way past his.
It's bedtime?
Well, it's really late for him.
Yeah.
It is really late for him. So really big shout out for him for always being there for us and doing production for our Pure games. And
definitely. And on behalf of Core, he would like to shout out to both captains for being lads. So cheers to everyone for hanging out. Good game and good night, everyone.